Hello everyone. So for today's video, something that I wanted to share with you guys is actually an experience that I had today while meditating, and I would say it's the most powerfulest experience that I've ever had during a meditation session in my life. And it's funny how it occurred because it's not your usual meditation, like sitting down in a room lit with candles and your eyes closed. I'm at work, and I'm vacuuming up this room, and I put my headphones in. I'm listening to nice, relaxing instrumental music, and I just seek deep, like with controlling my breathing, checking in with myself. So as I mentioned in my video explaining meditation, and I kind of let my motor skills run me on a path. So it's like everything that I'm doing at my job, I do it to a point that it's like second nature. It's like when you're driving or riding a bicycle or even walking, that it's just a motor skill that kind of takes over. And I kind of get lost in that motor skill taking the cruise control as I check in with myself and make sure that I'm okay. So I got my music on. I'm doing my thing. And I happened to stumble upon the fact that like the room that I was in kind of brought me back. It brought me like some nostalgia from where I grew up north. And it was like for this one moment I wasn't where I was. I was somewhere else. And it kind of brought me down memory lane. And somewhere along the path I started thinking to myself, it's like, you have moved a lot in your life. You moved from this place. I moved from up north down to the Caribbeans and up here and all the spots in between, not even counting the houses, the different moves from one town to another. And I get into this introspective conversation with myself while keeping my physical, my breathing, my mental state in control and calm. And I'm kind of having like this conversation with myself where it's like I'm catching myself in a goal that I've always had, which is to have a home, to find a home of my own, someplace where I can just settle down and just be relaxed. And somewhere along the way, it's like I like to call it my truest self stumbles in and says, "What are you looking for?" And it's like, well, to be at home, of course, it's what I've always been looking for. It's like, that's the point. You've always been looking for it. Look around. Look around you. Where are you? And so came to my senses, started looking around the room, and I find in one of the objects within the room a reflection of myself. And I'm looking at it, and I come to this realization is I've been home all along. And it was a deep realization and awareness that happened to me in that very moment. A very emotional one, to say the least, because I'm looking at myself and I'm like, home is where I am. Somewhere along the way, I've lost sight. I in my pursuit of the proverbial, as Alan Watts say, the goodie that's dangling by the string right in front of you. I hadn't realized that I've been there all this time. Like I'm looking at myself, I'm seeing how far I've come, where I am, not only in work relationship, but like where I've become as a human being. I have a household. I have a household over my head. I share it with the most amazing human beings that I could ever share it with, between my wife that I love very, very much and the three best kids that anyone in the world could have ever asked for. I have employment that allows me to not only do what I do, but to do it well. And still ends up giving me the time to self-care with myself, as I'm explaining to you guys. I'm I have the most amazing family that has helped groom me growing up, and have set an amazing example for me um to strive for good, but to also be good while doing so. Sometimes in our pursuit of getting good things, we kind of forget to do good while we get there. And I've had these guidelines, these things that I'm more than grateful for appear in my life for so long, and it's kind of like in this moment I realized my goal had already been achieved. The greatest thing that could have ever happened to me was what was I was experiencing that moment, which was the realization that I'm home. Doesn't matter where I go in this physical form, I'm at home. And I share this experience with you, any of you who are listening, all of you who are listening, because I get the feeling that I'm not the only one who has traveled a lifetime moving from place to place trying to find home to settle down. And although we have an image of what that looks like, whether that be a shack or a mansion or anything in between, I know there's a lot of you who are searching for that. This is my little slice of heaven. This is my home. This is where I can finally unpack my luggage. I had that realization today where I asked myself the question, it's like, where are you? And I realized where I was, and then it was like, you can let your luggage go now. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. I want to share this experience for anybody out there who's gone through the same thing, who's going through the same thing, and just let you guys know you made it, you're home. Where you are right now, the person that you are, everything that you've accomplished, everything that you've done, everything that you've learned up till now, and as you proceed to learn further, is probably the greatest accomplishment that has ever been and probably ever will be for you. And it's a continuing moving process and achievement moving forward, because it's not just an achievement that you achieved here and it's gone tomorrow. No, it's a consistent thing that we do. And the achievement is being who we are, seeing our own growth, seeing how far we've come, seeing the ones who've helped us get to where we are, and all the admiration and love that comes with such a thing. This experience I wanted to share with you guys because it was very deep and emotional for me when I experienced it. And here I am talking about meditation, and sometimes you just got to give your experiences out there so to show others that what you're speaking to can help them have experiences of their own, can probably help them because maybe they're dealing with the same things. It is with my truest hopes that this either enlightens or helps anybody out, and it is with like all of the good intention in the world that I put out here. Better said, with all the good intention in the world, I just want to tell you guys, welcome home. Welcome to who you are. Welcome to all the good that you've done. Welcome to all the good that you continue to do day by day. And welcome to all the gratitude that has led you here, and all the gratitude that will keep moving you forward. With that being said, with all the love in the world, until next time.